Thanks, Adrian. So I'm already 9 minutes in. Anyway, so hopefully this won't be as boring as watching paint dry to tell you about myself and the company. Here's my main reason why. My Savior, that's why I get up every day. That's every decision I try to make in life, and especially every decision that Molly and I make with the business, is to do the right thing and treat everybody as we would like to be, hope to be treated. This is my family. It's Molly and I, Kayla and Brandon, and Coulter and Jesse. Both of our children got married the last couple years. We have no grandkids yet, but at least they're on their own. And they actually call very few times for money now, so that's actually a great thing. And they're all employed, so it's actually a great thing. So up top, these are the only grandkids we had, and actually when Coulter and Jesse moved out here, they all live in Chandler now, so they're close to us. Now we have 2 extra dogs. So there's 4 of them that they call our grandbabies, and not to expect anything too soon in a hurry. So they've got to build their careers. That's the Shih Tzu that actually runs the household, runs the projects when Adrian's over there doing the work. And again, our kids more in a social, relaxed setting. Why CertaPro painters? Before CertaPro, I was in healthcare for 28 years. I ran orthopedic surgeons, and basically that's like herding cats with large egos. My last practice had 25 surgeons, 2 surgery centers, MRI, physical therapy. It's huge. And the thing I remember is Sherry did her presentation, and she said why she did her thing. She had the CEO on top, and the employees down here with sad faces and smiley face. Complete opposite. I was on top, but very sad face, very disruptive to my personal life, my marriage, my private life, my health. So, and Molly's a dental hygienist. She still does that part-time when she's not helping in the business. Why I got out of healthcare, I mean, it was just becoming a nightmare. And as you guys know, just even through the insurance industry, our doctors became computer users instead of doctors, having to do the EMR, and it just wasn't fun anymore. The young generation coming up, they weren't entrepreneurs wanting to work. They just wanted big salaries for 8-hour days, and I didn't want to start over with the new generation. So we looked for a business that would reflect our values, our ethics, and we'd be able to offer a good product the way we wanted to offer it, and serve customers the way we felt like we were put on this earth to serve. CertaPro Painters does that because it's odd for you guys to think a painting contractor of any type would have ethics and systems and details, but that's what we have. We have a certainty service system. We have a third party that calls our customers after I leave the house doing an estimate to see if I was professional, and then they call again to see how we did when we actually finished the job. By going franchise route, I know a lot of times they get bad dings about that, but CertaPro is very supportive. They have systems. We felt like with our investment, we didn't want to make a huge mistake and waste a lot of money, so why reinvent the wheel? But then once we learned it, we've got to design the business the way we want to run the business for our franchise. And for painters and contractors overall, really the bar is fairly low. And we feel like with our professionalism, honesty, integrity, and the details that we put into each project will set us high above all the other painters out there. And our company's licensed, bonded, insured, background checks on all of our employees. They're all documented, e-verified, so they're safe to be any of our customers' homes, besides being polite and professional. The certainty service system is basically what we do so the customer only has to tell us what their expectations and what their concerns are once. When I'm in the home, I find out what all those are. What are your concerns about your home? Usually for most people's cases, their home is their largest asset. And they take it very personal on how that's taken care of and what that looks like. And with us being inside of it, sometimes on interiors, that's very invasive to somebody's life. So understanding what their needs are, what's their concerns about their pets while we're in there, how do we take care of that? What are we doing with our equipment? Where do our painters eat their lunch? And no smoking on the premises, those type of things. Then when I hand off the job to my foremen, who are all speak and understand English, have 20 to 30 years painting experience, and our working foremen, so they're doing the majority of the work on the job. I pass on the same thing the customers told me so they don't have to repeat it when the foreman knocks on the door. All that's in writing. Foreman knocks on the door, goes over that same process in the first 10 minutes of introduction, make sure the homeowner doesn't have something else that has come up, and then we're ready to start. They have all my foreman's cell phone numbers so they can text. We can send them pictures if they're at work and they can't be on site. We can keep them involved as they want to be, or if they don't want to be involved, we'll do the job. At the end, we do a pride walk. The foreman does that. He walks around, and the reason he does that is we don't want a long, drawn-out punch list for these projects to last weeks and weeks and weeks. The foreman can fix anything that is found there, drips, we didn't clean up, maybe we sprayed light somewhere or whatever. All taken care of so the owner can sign off on that and be proud. And it also makes my foreman really proud of the work because the homeowner's walking around going, amazing, amazing, this looks great. Gives them pride in their work also. You won't see any of this, but basically this is the NPS scores that CertaPro, we contract with the third-party vendor. They make the calls, they ask, how was our job performance? Would you refer us to anybody else? We get rated from 0 to 10, and basically all I'm after is 9s and 10s. When I get anything lower than that, then I'm following up with the customer and finding out why. I'm talking to my foreman, find out what we did that wasn't satisfactory, so we can do better next time. Every survey is followed up by me via email, thanking the person for doing that, and also, again, follow up if it's lower than my expectations. Again, that's just, again, this is the detail of our proposal, just so you know. There's a lot of painters, when they'll come, any contractors, but some, you know, we call them 2 men and a sprayer. They'll just go around in the summer, especially springtime now, I'll paint your house. They give you a quote of $2,000 on a napkin or on just a piece of paper. They don't dictate or list out what type of paint we're going to use, how good is the quality of paint, what kind of warranty does it have, what kind of sheens are we going to use, and all this writing here is all the details of our prep work. Power wash all the way through, stucco repairs, the whole 9 yards on an exterior proposal. Interior proposal, even more detailed by room. So the homeowner knows what kind of sheen we're putting on the walls, what kind of paint we're using. Are we using environmentally friendly paint in their home that doesn't hurt their allergies, asthma, pets, children? Or are we using just some off-the-wall paint because all I said on my quote is I'm going to use 100% acrylic paint. Everything's 100% acrylic paint, but is it environmentally friendly or not? Is it 5-year warranty paint or 10-year warranty paint or a limited lifetime? Those are all things that are detailed out. Results, these are just some of the commercial jobs we've done. This is downtown Biltmore, Camelback Lakes. We did all of those office buildings before and after. This is an apartment complex. That was before how it looked, just basically nothing. This is how it looked after with the color and the types of paint we use on the metal and everything. This is my favorite. This is the customer's door in Cave Creek, custom door. Didn't want to get a new one because it was very expensive, very solid. And that's how it looked before. That's how it looked after we got done. This is one of my favorite scriptures as far as the work you do it for the Lord, and that's what I do for my Savior. And I think that's portrayed in trust. We feel like our customers are trusting us with their largest asset. They're trusting us to be in their home, and that means a lot to us. Honor, we feel like it's an honor to be invited into the customer's home to even give an estimate, even if I don't land the job. And then it's definitely an honor to be invited in to do the work and to meet their expectations. And serve, again, I think our mission is to serve our customers and give them the best product ever and the best results. And I have one more minute because I only said 9 when I started. And basically great referrals, so I'm close. But anyway, great referrals, homeowners. That is our bread and butter, taking care of people and their largest asset. Again though, property managers, commercial property managers, business owners that own their own office and building, we can do interiors, exteriors for them, but homeowners are really our bread and butter, probably 75% of our business. So, thank you.